What's good, y'all? A lot of things have kind of changed in the last few months. I do want to get back to like once or twice a month just because I really like to look back at it. Like it's a cool kind of document of all the progress I've made, I guess. So the last video we made was in end of March, and we were just finishing up our season in the Supreme League. We had 1 week left and then playoffs. That 1 week didn't play a whole ton, and then playoffs played. I think I had like 6 points, maybe 8 points. We lost in the first round of playoffs to that team, the Panthers, I think, that blew us out early on. It was a great experience to be down there, so I appreciated that experience for sure. Came back to town, and I had plans to play for this prep team down in Kalamazoo. That fell through, so I was just kind of sitting around back here kind of contemplating what to do next. So I send emails out to every semi-pro and community college team in the country, basically, maybe like February. I checked my email one day at the beginning of April, had an email from Alpena Community College asking me to come to an open gym. April 6th, they asked me to come out to. I went out there, it was about 30 players. Got called into the office after the open gym, and they offered me a spot. So we're going to be going to Alpena. It changed my plans a bit, but this was the original plan, right? It was to go Juco. It took a year longer than we had hoped, but hopefully that means I'm going to be ready to go out there and just have a killer season this year. I'm not really focused on stats. I'm more focused on, trying to be process driven, not result driven this year. Doing the right thing. I'm going to be able to press full court, pick up 94 feet the entire game. I want to be in shape to push the ball in transition. I want to really, really push the ball. That's a big focus of mine. Working on getting downhill. I'm hitting threes consistently. I really want to develop into like a true point guard. I'm not sure what position I'll play there this year. We've gotten a lot better in the last 4 months. I'm just looking forward to being able to go and tackle a new challenge. We got to report to school August 25th. That's my first day of class. And then September 2nd, the day after Labor Day, is going to be our first conditioning. We'll do conditioning all month September till practices start on October 1st. After my 2 years here, hopefully the goal is to go to a 4-year school, either a high D2, low D1, low major D1, something like that. Everyone told me Juco was impossible. Did it. Who's to say anything else is impossible, right? We're just trying to push the boundaries and see what I can do.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you
All right, so I want to go over kind of my off-season training program too that I'm following because obviously y'all know I'm a science nerd. I'm a sports science nerd. And I think some of y'all might be interested in how I'm doing it too. Normally, the first couple of weeks after a season, I plan on taking like 2 to 4 weeks, just no heavy lifting, no basketball. Because of my injury this year with my knee, obviously, and having to take 3 weeks off for that right before the season ended, I was only back 2 weeks. I just kind of started ramping up. I didn't really take that rest. So after those 2 to 4 weeks, there's like a 2 week where it ramps back up. And then I get into my second phase of my off season, which is called base building. There's 3 high days a week, 3 low days a week, and 1 rest day. I try to alternate high, low, high, low, high, low. Obviously, every week that isn't possible, but that's the goal. On those high days, it's an hour to an hour and a half of pickup, an hour volume shooting workout, and an hour of speed or a lower body lift. I also do short distance running with my lift, so it'll be like either a 2 mile, 1 mile, 5 kilometer run based on the day. On my low days, it's an hour of stationary ball handling and volume shooting on those days to keep it super low intensity, and then an upper body lift 2 of the days. On the third low intensity day, it's like bike, elliptical, some sort of low impact conditioning. The point of this phase is to really build that aerobic base. After about 6 to 8 weeks in that phase, I got into my off-season phase 3, which is what I'm in right now, which is like my high volume. I'm going to peak here and then taper off a little bit before the season starts and then hit the season at my absolute best. So the goal is to peak for the season. 4 high days, 2 low days, 1 rest day. High days are an hour and a half of pickup, an hour and a half either track workout or full body lift 3 times, an hour to an hour and a half volume shooting every day. On the speed day, that's my running. I don't run anymore. But the other 3 days where I lift, I add in again 1 mile, 2 mile, and 5 kilometer run depending on the day. And every 2 weeks, that 5 kilometer run, instead of just doing it for myself, I go do some sort of actual race. Next year, I really want to get into like Spartan racing, savage racing, mud runs. And then my low days are super low. It's an hour to an hour and a half of stationary ball handling and then volume shooting. Every volume shooting workout I do, no matter which phase I'm in, has 25 catch and shoot threes and 30 pick and roll, imagining the guy goes under threes. So I get those reps 6 days a week, no matter when I am during the year. When I get back to school, I'll get into phase 4 of my off-season plan, which is another 6 to 8 weeks until games start. And that's kind of like my taper down phase. It goes back to 3 high, 3 low. High days are similar to how they were in the beginning. Low days are similar to how they were in the beginning, except low days are not fully low. So those 3 low days, there's a team practice. It's an hour and a half to 2 hour team practice. So that's still a much more higher intent in those workouts. And then the last 2 weeks before our first scrimmage, I'm going to taper all the way down to 2 high days, 4 low days a week, scrimmage, straight into my in-season training program. I'll break down in-season training once we get there. It's different, but similar in a lot of ways. Phased out, periodized as always. So it's cool. But that's how we're structuring this.